Hey guys, how's it going? So I wanted to go ahead and shoot this video for you of 3 tips that I found that I think are really beneficial, and if you implement them, you're going to start seeing a lot more calls coming your way for roofing jobs. So let's go and hop right into it. What I've done here is I've pulled up roofing Katy, Texas, and the reason why I've pulled up this exact keyword is because of this right here. It's got 350 searches going to it every single month. That's a lot of eyes that you guys are kind of missing out on right now because you're not ranked on the first page for this term. But 350 people, like, this is something you guys want to shoot for. It's a lot of good traffic to be in front of. As we can see here, we're met with the map pack and the organic listings down below. But we really want to focus on being on this first page because nobody's scrolling to pages 2, 3, or 4, especially when they're hit up with all these ads at the bottom. They're tired of it. So how do you get into this map pack, and why is it important? Well, you get into this map pack by these things called citations, and not to get all too technical, but all a citation is simply your business's information listed in different roofing directories across the web. There's literally hundreds of these, and it's as simple as going in, filling it out, and calling it a day. But what you want to do is make sure that you're getting quality citations, but that you also have a lot. So clearly Remedy Roofing, they've got the most quality and the highest amount so far, and Google's ranked them because of it. It's also really important to be in here because as mobile users are becoming increasingly popular with smartphones and everything, when somebody types this in on their phone, this is immediately what they're greeted with, and there's even usually a call feature here on the side. So they're typically picking one of these three, and that goes for like 70 to 80% of the people. And in other words, you could look at it as like, if you're not ranked in here, you're kind of just leaving money on the table. Next, we have these organic rankings. All right, so you got your 1 through 10 on the first page, and Katy Roofing here, they're at the top. And what they've done is they have the most quality backlinks, and the highest amount of quality backlinks. So, not to get crazy technical again, but it's a backlink's just your website's link listed on another website, and it's as simple as just dropping your link on the site and, again, calling it a day. The thing, though, you have to focus on is quality. Like, you can't just go drop your link on a YouTube or a Facebook comment and think like that's going to rank you. Those aren't the right types of backlinks. But pretty much just think of these like votes. Okay, the more votes you have from the more authoritative sources, the better Google is going to rank you. And there's actually a lot of value to it because nobody's going to Home Advisor, Yelp, or BBB anymore because people are tired of having their information passed around to a bunch of different contractors and getting hit up all the live long day. And I'm sure you guys, as roofing contractors, are tired of shared leads, non-exclusive leads. Like, it sucks. So people, they just go to the actual companies on the first page. And there's a lot of value in that spot. If we go over and check them out, I can see everything about them. 73 backlinks, 20 different sources, 66 keywords that they're ranking for. They're getting 360 people to their site every single month. They've got a traffic value of $3,000. So this traffic value number is basically the equivalent of Google Ads. So if you were to pay Google, $3,000 a month, you could expect 361 people visiting your site every single month. The issue, though, is it wouldn't be highly qualified. And, people usually, they have ad blockers up, so they're not even really seeing Google Ads anymore. And on top of that, there's always a lot of missed clicks and accidental clicks. There's high bounce rates because people just don't trust Google Ads. Like, people hate the word ad. What people do like, though, is when they see a real site, a real local site at the top because they trust it. And that's why they're getting all this good traffic. How do you guys compare? Well, you've got 1,100 and change backlinks. You got 68 different sources you're working with, 114 organic keywords, 50 people visiting your site every month, and a $426 traffic value. So you're probably wondering, well, hey, like, I've got 1,100 backlinks, 1,100 votes. How the hell is Katy Roofing actually beating me? The issue here is quality. What this looks like to me right off the bat is that somebody went through prior. I don't know if you guys worked with anybody in the past, but it looks like they just spammed links everywhere. And Google actually hates that, because even though you use backlinks to rank your site, you have to do it the right way. You have to add them properly. If you just go through and you drop 1,000 links on a link farm site, those are going to get flagged, and that's exactly what it looks like is what happened here. Especially when you're ranking for 114 keywords with only 50 people visiting your site every month, that just tells me that you've got some bad presence when it comes to links. And actually, we only really need to care about the ones you're on the first page for. So if we were to actually check how many keywords you're ranked on the first page for, it's probably not going to be 109. It's probably going to be less than 10. Okay, 14. But these are mainly all the same keywords. You get the Roof Depot Inc., Roof Depot, siding, Katy, Texas. That's probably a pretty good one to rank for, but all these other ones, they're specific to your business. And that's not really as good a thing you might think, because there's a lot of traffic that you're missing out on that are typing in generic local keywords, because people don't necessarily know the brand to go with, so they'll just type in Roofing Katy, Texas. That's why it's got a lot of search volume. If we were to actually go over and check what they've done, I mean, they've done exactly this. Go 1 to 10. And as we can see, Roofing Katy, Texas, Roof Repair Katy, Texas, Katy Roofing Company, Katy Roofing, Roofing Katy, Katy Roofers, Katy Roof Repair, Katy Roofing Contractor, Katy Roofing and Remodeling, Roofing Katy, Texas. All these locally targeted keywords, and they're ranked basically like #1 across the board in most of these cases. So that's why they're getting all that traffic. They're targeting the right types of keywords. And the way to do that is through content. So if we were to go to your website, you've got a couple sentences here and there, but there's just not a lot for Google to go off of when wanting to pull these different high volume search terms off from your site. You've only got 10 pages. They have 53. Okay, they don't have a lot on their homepage, but they've got 53 different pages that actually have content that's really in-depth and authoritative. And Google basically sees these guys as the local knowledge leaders. And Google's all about knowledge, all about information. And whoever has the most wins. If we go over to this search term for Mike Tyson, his Wikipedia page shows up first, not his actual website. Why? Because this Wikipedia page has all sorts of information on Mike Tyson, more so than his actual website. So Google ranked it above because it had the most information, not because it was necessarily a legitimate source, just because it had the most information. And I want to be clear, you can't just go and type in a bunch of high volume keywords repeating over and over and over again to try to game the system. Google's smart, okay? Like, you have to do this the right way. You have to invest time in writing really solid content so that when Google goes through it, they're like, wow, these guys really know what they're doing, and they'll rank you. So just to recap, citations for your GMB, backlinks for your organic rankings, and high authoritative content for your web pages. If you guys got any questions or there's any way I could help you, go ahead and let me know. Take care. Have a great day.